examine. It's nocturnal. Um, I wanted to do a fight prediction on Claressa Shields versus Christina Hammer. Um, Based on from my analysis, and what I did was basically I used a reference point from the Tori Nelson fight. As you know, both fighters fought 10 rounds with Tori Nelson. Now, first of all, let me say this. I think this is a good fight for female boxing. Very, very, very mean fight. Very competitive fight. So with that being said, based off the Tori Nelson fight, and first of all, styles make fights. So, watching the Claressa Shields versus Tori Nelson, one thing I gotta point out is Tori Nelson was almost double the age of Claressa Shields. One of the commentators, matter of fact, even said that Nelson had a son that was the same age as Shields. So that's basically saying Shields could have been in the ring with her own mother. So that says a lot. Because Shields' style is very aggressive and intimidating. She punches with bad intentions. But I don't want to overrate her power. She does have a decent amount of power. It's respectable. But from what I see, her power fades. I was watching one of her fights, and the commentators was almost just a hype man for her, and he was acting like every single punch was obliterating her opponent in the first round. But then once it got towards the 10th round, where you see it wasn't going to be a knockout, he had to change his narrative of the story. And she has decent power and respectable power, but she doesn't have the type of power that is guaranteed to see someone get obliterated. She doesn't have that kind of power where I'm just looking at her. She's not a Tyson. She's not like Mike Tyson, where I see her just basically running over her opponent. She starts off with a decent amount of power, but she fades out, and she gasses out to a certain extent. But what she has going for her is she is a dog. If she gets into a dog fight, she's going to win. She has what you really can't teach. That's the old quote that says it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. Claressa Shields has that fire in her that you can't teach. So if she wins this fight with Christina Hammer, I think it would be based on the fact that she just has so much willpower that she doesn't want to lose this fight. But I have to be honest, the tools she has in her bag, she has power, she has a speed advantage. So I think she has a power advantage and a speed advantage, and I think she has a willpower advantage. But that's just a speculation, because it's hard to gauge Christina Hammer's willpower, because she's a foreigner to me. So they have just a different personality. She might be just as mean. It doesn't look like it, but she might be just as mean, and her accent and her mannerisms might just send off a different vibe that I don't pick up, because she's by no means is Christina Hammer a pushover or soft. She's tough. She's really tough. And from what I see, her advantages is she has a slight height advantage, and she knows how to box tall and use her jab. She boxes very well on the outside. And to me, that's a huge advantage, because to me, in my opinion, Claressa Shield has to be in a dogfight in order to win. If Hammer is able to turn it into a boxing match, then I believe that she wins this fight. She doesn't have to just stay in the pocket and stay in the inside and bang it out. And she has the footwork and the speed to where she's able. Hold on, let me show you this. This mug, where he at? Hold up. This mug, that's where all this noise is coming from. Snoring, interrupting my video. Come here, boy. Come here. Say what's up. Say what's up. Let me see. Say what's up. Yeah, anyway. So, nah, you good. Back to what I was saying. So, based on her experience, Christina Hammer, based on her experience, her footwork, her speed, her ability to jab and stay on the outside, she doesn't have to be in a dogfight. She can turn this into a boxing match and win this fight. So I have two predictions. I have my prediction A and my prediction B for now. And I might change that closer to the fight. The fight is going to be, I believe, Showtime, April 17th or 16th. So my first prediction has to be a draw. I believe that they will neutralize each other. I believe that the ability of Christina Hammer to box on the outside is going to be neutralized by Claressa Shields' speed and power. I think the first half of the fight is going to be, I think the first one or two, matter of fact, the first 1 or 2 rounds will be Hammer rounds. Then towards in the middle of the fight, because they have to fight eventually, she can't run, and she's not a runner, but she's a boxer, so sometimes it can give off the impression of running. But in the middle of the fight, when they get into some scuffles in the middle of the ring, there's going to be Claressa Shield rounds. And then once I see that, or once she's able to see, she take her power, if she doesn't get hurt, if she doesn't get knocked out, knocked down, she's going to go back to boxing and circling around, and she's going to take the later rounds. So my first, actually, I'm leaning towards Hammer by a decision is prediction A. Prediction B would be a draw. Straight like that, nocturnal. And also, real quick, I seen a few videos where people were doing a hypothetical prediction on Nunes, the UFC fighter, Amanda Nunes, who's right now famous for obliterating Cyborg, and Holly Holmes. Did she beat Holly Holmes? I can't remember. I know she beat, what was the other girl's name that, wow, Ronda Rousey. She completely obliterated Ronda Rousey and turned around and obliterated Cyborg. I can't remember if she fought Holly Holmes. I'm thinking she fought Holly Holmes and beat her down too, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, the hypothetical fight in an alternate universe with, what's her name? Claressa Shields and Amanda Nunes. To me, it's just a, It's hypothetical. I guess it's fun, you know. So I'll just go ahead and give my 2 cents on it for now. If it looks like they might be getting closer to ever making that fight happen, and I take it more serious, then I come with a more, you know, thorough prediction. So I've only seen Amanda Nunes fight in the octagon. So if they fought in the ring, boxing ring, it's hard for me to ever give an MMA fighter the edge over a boxer in a boxing match. Two different sports. So I would have to give the edge to Claressa Shields. I know Amanda Nunes can throw those paws, but I don't know if she can box. I don't think she can outbox Claressa Shields. I remember watching a Cyborg and Claressa Shields boxing match, and this was when Cyborg was still the beast and intimidating everybody, and she was indestructible. And to me, in the boxing ring, you know, all of her flaws would show up as far as Claressa Shields could just embarrass her and touch her whenever she wanted to touch her. And Amanda Nunes, I don't think would be that much different, you know, because she's in the ring and she's wild. Like even if when she destroyed Cyborg, a lot of wild punches get thrown, and it's just a different sport. You can catch somebody with a wild punch that's closer to what would happen in a street fight than what you would ever see in a boxing match. You got bigger gloves, you got more rules, and you got less tools. You know, MMA fighters and UFC fighters have a bigger bag and a lot more tools. You know, ground and pound and jujitsu and kicking and this and that and the other. Boxers have these. You know what I'm saying? And they have to base everything off those skills. I think if Amanda Nunes and Claressa Shields were to meet in a octagon, you know, totally different story. But in a boxing match, I think you would see basically the female version of Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. So there you go. That's my 2 cents. And this just will be a quick one today. Appreciate y'all for watching. Nocturnal Thoughts. Together we stand. Bow, divided we go down. Appreciate y'all for watching.